morning to one and all present here. Yeah. I request our students to maintain proper discipline throughout the session. And we are happy to welcome our chief guest, Dr. S. Karunakaran, sir. J.N.N is happy to welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to invite Vignesh from CSE to give his welcome address.
A glorious morning to one and all present here. I'm Vignesh Nirayalan from CSE department. It's an immense pleasure to start this auspicious occasion by giving a warm welcome to our chief guest, Dr. S. Karunakaran. Also, I heartily welcome our respected chairman, Mr. J.N.N, and our vice chairman, Mr. Naveen Jayachandran. I would like to welcome our principal, heads of all departments, teaching and non-teaching staffs, and I welcome my fellow students. Today, we have gathered here for our webinar about Welcome to the World of Internet of Things. We could like to honor our chief guest and invite him to share his visionary thoughts along with a motivational speech. I hope the program will be great and successful. Once again, I thank you all for gathered here. It's an immense pleasure accepting this delightful opportunity. Now, Aditiraj Parthiban is here from A&DS department is here to share some information about our chief guest. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Vignesh. Now
A very good morning to one and all. I am Aditiraj Parthiban. A very good morning to one and all. I am Aditiraj Parthiban from AI and DS department. Thank you, Vignesh Dinadayalan, for welcoming all of us. I am here to share a few things about our honorable chief guest, Dr. S. Karunakaran, the Director of Innovations of Velammal Nexus Group of Schools, who was an alumni of the same school which he had done, Velammal Metric Higher Secondary School. And he had finished his doctorate in VLSI design at Bharat University, and he has qualification of International Engineering Educator at Austria. Dr. Karunakaran started his career as a software trainer, and he continued to be a lecturer, senior lecturer, associate professor, and till date, he is a director of innovations at Velammal Nexus Group of Schools. Now he has about 20 years of teaching experience. He is the founder of the CEO of Engineers Group Company, robotics club coordinator, electronic lab equipment production and purchase in charge, managing director of Precision Tools and Vision. He was honored with Vice Champions Award, thrice Guinness World Record, Best Teacher Award for 8 times. He conducted various events like international conferences, national conferences, internship programs, intra-college level symposium, national college level symposium, workshop, and guest lectures. He proved do the best and be the best. His definition, dream does not become reality, magic. It requires dedication, determination, and we are honored to have our day with you. I'm glad and proud having get this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. Sir, it seems a whole day is not enough to describe about you, sir. We heartily welcome you again. And yeah, sir, welcome you to start the session, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So, good morning to one and all present here. Today we are here to discuss about Internet of Things, and our topic is Welcome to the World of Internet of Things. Actually, we are already in the world of Internet of Things. Okay, so let me start with a question. What is the greatest need of a human? So each human will have a different need, right? Name, fame, money, gold, land, uh, anything like that. So each one will have a different perspective, different need. But in general, in common, in the whole world, which is the greatest need for a human, the greatest need for being a human is the sixth sense. So you know what is sixth sense. So the sixth sense is questioning. So the act of asking questions differentiates humans from other animals, which we say as five sense animals, right? So that sixth sense is the most important sense for a human being, and that determines the level and the standard of living of every human being. Okay, so as a student, you should ask questions, and you should know what are the questions that should be asked. The right questions at the right point will make you more brilliant, more educated in your life. Okay, so let me start with questions again. So my next question is, we are going to discuss about IoT, right? So what is a scientist? Who is a scientist? A scientist is a person who can dream great things, but engineers do them. Do you know that? So next question, when engineers will do them when there is a problem, right? So engineers like to solve problems. If there is no problem, what will happen? We will create our own problem and we will solve them. That's it. Very simple, right? So this is engineers role in this world. Okay, so let us go into our topic now. IoT. Again, when we start any new topic, when we start learning, only if we ask questions, it means we are learning. If you don't ask questions, it means we are not learning anything. So let me ask questions in every slide. The first question is, IoT means Internet of Things. Why I need IoT? Imagine you are going out to purchase anything, to any shop, any malls, any shopping complex, to buy any kind of material. Imagine you are using any kind of transportation for moving from your place to that shop, and imagine the device that you are using for your transfer, or while traveling, or after reaching in any place that you go. If all these things are interconnected, if these things has to be interconnected, it is possible only through IoT, that is Internet of Things. Now this is happening, right? Now we are in the world of Internet of Things. There is not the future, there is current. We are now living in the world of Internet of Things. Okay, but without knowing that we are living in that world. Okay, so next question, how, when did IoT start? So to know how and when, I should know where it started, how it has evolved, right? So this is the next question. So for that we should know about evolution of IoT. Do you know our life has been divided into different generations in the world of IoT? According to the world of IoT, I'm telling our life has been divided into different generations, and that is the generation I'm going to categorize now. The first generation is pre-internet, before the invention of internet. So it was human to human communication. That was the generation. Okay, so during that generation, we started identifying and introducing, inventing, innovating in smart networks for communicating with humans. That is where we started identifying or innovating telephone networks. Communication mode of communications were evolving like anything when it was human to human communication. So smart networks started evolving. Okay, the next generation, it was internet. So immediately after the invention of internet, internet was used for storing content, transferring content. So it was internet of content. This is the era. Okay, so second generation. So here we use information, email, and for entertainment we use internet. Okay, so it was only content based era. So because of this, what happened? Smart IT platforms started evolving. Our Gmail, Yahoo Mail, our Chrome, Firefox, all this started evolving. VLC player or media players, all this started evolving because of the content, type of content that was shared through internet. Okay, so this was the second era. The third era is Internet of Services. So here they started providing services through internet, our e-commerce, business to business models. So these models started evolving in the third era after the evolution of smartphones. Okay, so here they started innovating mobile phones. They started innovating applications, mobile applications to incorporate all these facilities. Right. So this is the third era. The fourth is Internet of People. So here, people wanted to communicate with people live. Okay, share everything immediately, spontaneously, to share with the mass amount of people in the same moment. So social media started evolving, and it is called as Internet of People era. So during this era, it was smart devices and objects. For example, our cameras. Nowadays, our digital cameras, they are directly connected to social media. So when you take a picture, you can directly share it in your Instagram. You can directly share it in your Facebook page, right? So their smart devices started evolving. So this was the innovation which happened in the era of Internet of People. And right now we are in this era where it is Internet of Things, machine to machine communication. So any machine can communicate with any other machine through internet. Okay, so here what happened? It was smart data. So this started evolving. This is where data analytics has started evolving. Okay, data science has started evolving. Artificial intelligence has started evolving. So all these has started, and it was because of the availability of internet, and when things were communicating with other things, machines were able to communicate with other machines. For example, your television is now has become a more improved version, more than a television. Other than watching movies, now you can browse in your television, right? So machine is communicating with other machines through internet. So that is an example. Okay, so this is the uh, evolution of IoT starting from pre-internet stage. Okay, before internet, and these are the innovations that has happened, which has brought us here to this level of our life, sophisticated life. Okay, so this was the answer for how IoT has evolved. So next question: how IoT is working? What are the elements of IoT? So, uh, what is required to make a device IoT based device? Normally, mobile phone is a mobile phone used for communication. How can I make my mobile phone into an IoT based product? Okay, so for that, what is required? I need to have sensors to any of these places to detect, to sense any of this, whether my car is parked, whether my car is locked, whether my light is turned on, whether my camera is turned on, whether anyone is moving around in my house, in front of my house. I can monitor using camera. So I need a camera. I need to identify whether my door is locked or open to give an alarm. I need to identify the room temperature when I enter into my house. So I need to know whether my bin is full. So everything that I want can be sensed using sensors. Okay, and that has to be processed. So the left end is the sensors, and the right end is the outcome that I expect. It can be an event, it can be a display, or it can be processed for next purpose. For example, if the dustbin is my bin in my community has filled, so I need the data to be processed and sent to the corporation, intimating that in this area the bin is very full. So you have to clear it immediately. So the data has to be processed by the corporation office, and they have to send the lorry to clear it, right? So this is how I interconnect these two. So how to connect these two ends? To connect these two ends, I need this. I need processors, connectivity, and the devices. Okay. So for this, I need one more important thing, which is called as the network. Okay, so it can be through Bluetooth or LoRa or Wi-Fi, any medium of connectivity between one end to the other end. So this makes it a full-fledged Internet of Things. Okay, things on your left hand side, things on your right hand side, connected through internet, right? So this is elements of IoT. Next, we should know when IoT has started, how they have started inventing products related to IoT. Now, where we are, we never know this. So, only if you know the basics, you can be strong in the current. Okay, and maybe prepared for the future. So we should start from the history. We should know the history, right? So what is the history of IoT? Uh, this is a short video, a funny video, okay, from an English serial to make you understand. This is how every funny activity of friends inventions has become a real technological revolution in the future. Okay, so this is just an example of showing you how IoT might have been started. Okay, audio is clear. Is the audio clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Okay. Okay, so that was just for fun to make us realize this is how a funny invention might become a revolution in the future, an industrial revolution, technological revolution in the future. This is how they might have invented by playing with their friends. And the lady who came and entered in, she asked, "It is possible with the help of you can turn on your device with the help of a remote. Then why should you do this?" They didn't have an answer suddenly. They said, because we can. We tried to turn it on and off through our laptop. So we tried and we did it. Then they started proving the next level that they can access a device in in China. A person in China can access their device in California. So this is possible, right? Through Internet of Things. So this is how Internet of Things might have evolved, right? So now let us see the original story. That was a funny video, but this is the original story. The original evolution of Internet of Things started in Carnegie Mellon University in 1982. Okay, so similarly, when their friends wanted uh, Coke, chilled Coke, okay, so they wanted to know whether the canteen which was having the refrigerator has a Coke bottle in it and which is chilled or not. Okay, so because they might have been at a far distance from their canteen and their research lab, So they wanted to uh, understand and learn whether it is chilled. Then they wanted to move from their office to the canteen. If the Coke is not chilled, they do not want to waste their time going there. So they started identifying how long the Coke bottle has been kept inside the refrigerator and whether it is chilled or not. How many Coke bottles are available inside the refrigerator? All this they wanted to know live in their computer. Okay, so it was even before we called it as internet. It was called ARPANET. Okay, so this happened in Carnegie Mellon University in 1982, even before all the people, those who are listening right now, before your birth, right? So there it started there, Internet of Things. And in 1990, John Romkey has invented a smart toaster. Okay, so he turned on, turned off, controlled the temperature of a toaster using internet through computer. Okay, so this is the first Internet of Things, because previously it was ARPANET. So after internet, this is the first thing which was controlled through internet. Okay, and in 1991 in Cambridge University, similarly, a few friends, those are working in the office, they wanted to know the level of coffee in the coffee machine, coffee maker, okay, coffee pot before they leave their office. If they want to go to their canteen, they wanted to know whether coffee is available or not. Then they wanted to move out of their desk. Okay, so they started analyzing the level of coffee available in the coffee maker machine. So this happened in 1991. And this where connected internet connected camera evolved from 1994. Steve Mann was the person who invented this internet connected camera. Okay, and 1998 was the real changeover in this Internet of Things. Okay, so this IPv6 Internet Protocol version 6 was the major reason for connecting uh, all devices through internet, because they started providing address for every device which is getting connected through internet. Okay, so this was the changeover in the internet, where we can connect any device, n number of device, and we can point them using their individual address. Okay, you can provide a static address for every device, and that device can be controlled through internet. So this made a major breakover in Internet of Things. This happened in 1998. Okay, so this is the man Kevin Ashton who coined this word Internet of Things. Okay, and this word Internet of Things was coined in 1999. Okay, and he was the inventor of this term. And in 2000 itself, we have LG has invented an internet refrigerator. Okay, so that was the world's first internet refrigerator, which used digital iOS for the refrigerator alone. Okay, but since it was costly and more than $20,000 in 2000, okay, when it was introduced in the market, it was $20,000. Okay, so it was a failure model because people did not buy it, but the idea has come into market. Okay, so in 2009, Google started inventing self-driving cars. Okay, and then in 2013, same Google started inventing smart glasses. So these glasses were also connected to the internet. Okay, so every device nowadays is getting connected to our internet. For example, currently every vehicle that you are using has this navigation system. Nowadays they don't call them as entertainment system. Previously they called them as entertainment system inside a car. Now they call it as infotainment system, because it also gives information about the vehicle. It checks the system, whole car, whether the tire pressure is correct, whether the oil is correct, whether the engine is correct. So it checks whole system of the car, and then it intimates you whether you can drive safely or not. Okay, so that is the current technology, which is Internet of Thing, right? And next to this, internet has come to our home. So nowadays you can turn on your AC using your mobile phone. You can turn on your television, change your channels using your mobile phone. So everything has started communicating via internet, right, through Wi-Fi. So this has come to our home right now. and smartwatches. So most probably, many people have started using in smartwatches nowadays, the fitness tracker watches, the smartwatches. So right now, even this watch can measure our blood pressure, our SpO2, our body temperature, heart rate, the number of steps that I walk, my sleep duration. All these can be measured by the device, but the data can be stored and viewed in my mobile phone. So it is communicating with each other through Bluetooth, but the data is stored in the cloud, okay, in internet. So this is how our life has changed, right? So do you understand where it has started and where we are right now? So Internet of Things has not come, is not the future. We are already in living in the world of Internet of Things. Okay, so let me show you a few more examples to understand that. Okay, so this is from a movie. So in this movie, they have shown that if they insert a chip in the hero or Talabadi Vijay, they'll be able to track his position movement uh, from a centralized area through internet, through GPS, right? So this was released in 2012. Okay, and here is the next movie similar to that. Okay, here also they used a tracking chip, but there is an upgradation in that, right? So what did you see there? The upgradation is in the voice transfer. Previously it was only the location transfer. The next upgradation was in 2015 Tani or 1. So in Tani or 1 they have shown the voice also can be transmitted from any remote area through internet to any other device, okay, monitored from anywhere else. So when we watched these movies, we thought these are just imaginations, right? Uh, we did not think this will be possible in real time, or we already have all these technologies in real world. We did not think that, right? So here is one more movie clipping, and I have questions for you in between this. Okay, so the first question is, what did you notice in this clip? Again, I know everyone will answer for this. It was Internet of Things. Okay, one of the inventions where they can control the whole vehicle, movement of a vehicle through mobile phone. So connected through Internet of Things. I know you might have answered this, right? Very good. I have another question. Sorry for the inconvenience. So what did they misjudge in this clip? In this portion, a hero's friend says that when the vehicle stands in front of the shutter, it will sense the vehicle and shutter will open automatically. But uh, the misjudgment is they did not understand that even that is connected through internet. Even the shutter is connected through the internet to the car. Okay, so only when it draws the pattern and if it matches, then the device will be enabled to open the shutter. Okay, so that device is also an example for Internet of Things. This was the misjudgment made by hero's friend inside this clipping. Okay, let us see. Again, I have one more question. Sorry. Okay, so now I'm asking you the question before playing the clip. So after this, there is a small portion of the same video clipping. There is a logical mistake in that. Okay, identify the mistake. Okay, now what was the logical mistake and what is the learning from this clip? A few of you might have guessed, and a few of you might not have. So let me tell you the logical mistake. So from the beginning, from the car, they have shown that every device is connected through the internet, right? So their car is connected to the internet, the shutter is connected to the internet, and uh, when they want to open the shutter, they need to have a password. So all these are connected through the internet. Everything is Internet of Things. But you see from the door, they have shown only technology, but the technology was not connected to the internet. When he opens the door, it was biometric. But if that door has been connected to the internet through the internet, if it is an example for Internet of Things, whenever the door is opened, uh, the person should have received an alarm indication in his mobile phone that the door has been opened. Okay, so that is not an example for Internet of Things. The door. Next thing, they enter inside the room, they open the locker, maybe leave the door, at least for the locker where he has his most valuable things inside the locker, which has just PIN number as the password. So if he enters the PIN number, he should have had a second authentication like an OTP from his mobile phone. Even our mobile transaction, internet transactions, we get OTPs, right? So if it is connected through internet, if that locker has been connected through the internet, then this might not have happened, right? Because the villain will get an alert stating that someone has entered the PIN number to open the locker. So he could have immediately locked the door or given alert to his security. So all this could have happened. Okay, so why they have not considered those elements in Internet of Things? Because if they have shown that, the movie story might have been different, right? So the director wanted to show technology, but he used Internet of Things wherever he wanted. He did not use Internet of Things wherever he did not want to create story like this, right? So that is the difference. That is the learning from this clip. Okay. So this will move on. So all this we have seen in the movies, but without knowing, all these have already been a part of our life. We have been using here, right? So we should know where these Internet of Things are being used really in our day-to-day life. So these are the places where we are using Internet of Things in our home for our security purpose. our cameras, right? So we can turn on your camera. You can change the direction of your camera from any part of the world. So you can use it for your security purpose. Okay, your lighting can be adjusted through your mobile phones, through internet. You can use your infotainment system, fire alarm. Your whole house can be connected through Wi-Fi. You can make it a smart home. Okay, from opening the gate, garage, your window screens, turning on the water for your garden. Everything can be connected through your mobile phone through smart devices. Okay, so it has reached consumers, and it is available in our traffic routing, smart parking system, public transportation system. So in transport and mobility, it has already come. Okay, long back. We do not know that in healthcare. So right now, this pandemic situation might have shown us how much advanced healthcare is, right? So we can test any people from a remote place. Nowadays, patients and doctors are connected through the internet. They never go physically to a doctor, right? So we have seen all this during this pandemic situation, and healthcare has gone way long beyond our imagination. Okay, you can even perform, a doctor can perform a surgery, robotic surgery in Chennai, while the doctor is sitting in US. Okay, so he can operate the robot from any part of the world and perform a surgery here. Okay, so this is how our healthcare has evolved. Okay, uh, it has gone towards the future in artificial intelligence. Okay, and we have been using IoT in supply chain and retail management. Okay, our B2B has now become E2E, and building smart buildings. Okay, infrastructures, and then manufacturing. In industrial manufacturing, any product that comes to our home start from the consumer. As a consumer, the product that comes to my home comes from an industry, right? So that product can be tracked from the date of manufacturing till it has been thrown to scrap by the industry, by the manufacturer. So that is possible because see, nowadays your television, your refrigerators, your washing machines, all these are connected to internet. You know that, and you need not call to customer care and log your complaints. In the current technological world, you need not complain for a service. Okay, you will have an app. In the latest technology products, they will give you an app. If you turn on the app, register your device, television or a washing machine. If you find that there is some problem, or if you want to find if the machine is working properly or not, you can turn on the app, make it take it to your washing machine. It will record the sound, and then it will generate a complaint automatically if there is any issue based upon the signal generated from the washing machine. So there will be communication between the washing machine and the mobile phone, the app, and that app will generate a service request automatically that this part is problem, it has to be replaced or serviced immediately. So the complaint will be logged and they will come and service it automatically. So this is where we are going towards. Okay, right now. So starting from consumer till the manufacturing, every device is being connected to the internet now, not in the future. Okay, so this is the example. These are the examples for consumer electronics goods that we use in our daily life, which are connected to the internet. Okay, and this is in transportation. So the whole vehicle is being assessed. For example, if you give your vehicle for servicing, the service engineer does not open every portion and check them physically. They just log in. They connect a cable to your system. They call it as ECU, electronic control unit, available inside your car. They connect the cable from their system to the device in the car. It will analyze every data inside the vehicle, and then it will give a report. And this is the wear and tear of the brake, this is the condition of the oil, this is the condition of your AC. So every data will be given as a display, and it will tell you what has to be done next. Okay, so in transportation systems, fleet management system, in mobility, in fleet management system, internet of things has come very long back. See the containers which are carrying all the goods long way back from Mumbai, Kolkata to our Chennai port through container lorries. From there, the containers go travel throughout the world through ships, right? The person who has sent it is tracking them live. He's tracking them live through Internet of Things. Okay, that has been shown uh, in Teddy, in the movie Teddy, right? So they will track lively, and in healthcare. So these are the future of healthcare, and all these are because of Internet of Things. Okay, and in supply chain management, starting from the user interface till the service. So here is a video that will explain you how the supply chain management has been interconnected from the manufacturer till it is being used by the user. Okay, this is a video by Amazon. And in manufacturing, let us see about the future of IoT. Okay, so we have analyzed and identified that more than 25 billion of IoT devices will be available and will be connected in 2025. Maybe it might not have it might not happen in 2025. It will happen in 2022 itself. More than 25 billion might have been already used, okay, without knowing to us. Okay, so this will in turn everything is a cycle, right? So when this has to evolve, the network has to evolve. So because it is connected through the network, so the network will evolve to 5G network, and it will improve our way of life in our agriculture, transport, healthcare, in smart cities, in all these places. Okay, so all these will get an upgrade, and this has forced these kind of technologies to come to the common people. Artificial intelligence, cloud, data science. For example, an artificial intelligence. We want to know about artificial intelligence in our home. We have artificial intelligence at home. You know, this is an example. This is Alexa. Okay, the simplest model. This Alexa uh, is an example for artificial intelligence. It is a chatbot. Okay, it is an example for a chatbot which can be used at home for not just chatting. You can use it for any purpose. You can control the whole house. You can make it a smart home by connecting through Alexa through your voice control. Okay, and you can use this for identifying the traffic. You can use it for making your transfer money transfer. So anything can be done with the help of this. So this has come to your home, right? And it uses cloud, it uses data science, it uses artificial intelligence. So everything is right now at your home. Okay. So let me show you. We can even program this. Okay. Alexa, open my questions.
I can answer any question from your My Questions list. What's your question?
Who is your boss?
My boss is a great leader with innovation and creativity. I am very proud and happy to have Dr. S. Karunakaran as my boss. I am very happy to be a part of this family and to have Dr. S. Karunakaran as my boss.
If you search this question, this answer will not be available in the internet. Okay, so I have programmed it and made it to
Sorry,
answer
I'm
to
not
this
sure
question.
about that.
Okay, thank you. Right. So Alexa, turn on smart light.
Okay.
Okay, I'll show you. I connected this device, this plug through Wi-Fi to my Alexa. Alexa, turn off smart light.
Okay.
Right. So this is how we have already started living with artificial intelligence and IoT. Okay. So never think this is future. This is about future. This is our current trend, current lifestyle. Okay. Uh, Maybe we are not aware of it. Okay. And next thing is the network has to improve, the data analytics and has to improve, the storage capacity has to be improved. So all these places are the opportunities where we have to work in the future when you have to live with this, right? And when these things increases, you know what will increase? It will also increase the cyber crime. Okay. So parallelly, the next field called cyber security has to evolve to avoid these cyber crimes. Okay. And what not? We do not know what are the suspenses that we have to face in the future. Okay. So we have to wait for it, right? So this is the future of IoT, and we can never even imagine how our future will be when you people started working, when you people are working, and imagine when your children are studying, how our future lifestyle will be. We never know what might have evolved, right? Okay, so everything lies in our imagination. Okay, so with this, thank you. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Thank you for such an informative session, sir.
Sir, could
Yes, sir.
you
Students
give
have
more
so many
information
questions
about
to ask.
IPv6, sir?
Pardon, sir?
Could you give more information about IPv6, sir?
IPv6. Okay, so it was about the Internet Protocol version 6. Okay, so before that, the individual devices did not have a specific address. Okay, so only from IPv6 version 6 onwards, they started giving address. For example, I have shown you this device, right? So this is a smart plug. Okay, and this is Alexa. So both these devices will have a specific address, port address, okay, and a static IP address. So this address will be enabled and connected, stored in the internet, in the cloud. Okay, so that if I want to access through any of the applications from any part of the world in the internet, my device, my mobile phone, my application in the mobile phone will go and search for this particular IP, okay, for this I address, for this device address. Then it will identify whether it is online or offline. If it is connected to Wi-Fi in my house, then that address will be active. If it is active, then I can enable it. Okay, similarly my uh, Alexa, my Alexa will have an address. Okay, so now this device has an address which will search and identify whether this device is available, enabled or not, based upon its address. Okay, so this providing of address for a physical device has started only from IPv6.
Sorry, I didn't hear that one.
Okay, Alexa, thank you. Okay, so only from IPv version 6 onwards, they have started providing address for these devices. Before that, they did not provide that. So that made it difficult to identify which device has to be turned on. So only if one device is connected, I can turn it on, turn it off. I can control through internet. Okay, so they started identifying this is the future. So I have to identify everything that is connected to my internet, which should have a unique ID through which I can identify them, enable them, and then communicate to them. Okay, so that was the option provided in IPv version 6. Okay, so that has enabled Internet of Things actually. Any other questions?
Sir, Aditya is about to ask a question, sir. Please wait, sir. I think he's having some network issues.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have heard about the smart glass in recent days, sir. Google is going to launch the smart glass on next year. It seems my question is that if it is launched, will it make any impact on the production of smartphones? I mean, does it become the reason for the end of the smartphones era?
Might be. Might be that depends on how it is going to evolve, how the smart glass is going to evolve. If it can perform all the functions of a mobile phone at a lower cost equivalent to a mobile phone. Okay, it can reach any number of consumers. Only if it reaches mass people, then it can replace mobile phone. Okay, otherwise it will stand like a high quality product like a car. More people are using car, but not everyone, right? But smartphone, every individual house, every individual person in a house is having smartphone. Okay, so only if the production that depends upon the engineers who are working on it, right? Scientists dream, they uh, innovate, they invent new products. Okay, but only engineers bring it to reality to every consumer. For example, flight. A flight was invented by Wright brothers. Okay, only engineers made it possible for every people to travel in the flight. Okay, they invented was for one person to travel in the flight. Okay, that was the invention by scientists. But only engineers made this possible to carry a large amount of goods, large amount of containers, and large amount of people from one place to another. Right. So all this is possible in the future, and it depends upon the engineers who work on it. Okay. Maybe you will be a part of that engineer who will work on it and bring it to every customer and consumer like us. Okay, it is possible.
Sir, I have another question, sir.
Yes,
How does Internet of Things, I mean IoT, affect our everyday life?
very good question. See, in our life, technology plays a very major role, right? And every invention in technology has an advantage, and similarly, it has a very big disadvantage. Every technology, okay, starting from mixie, grinder, television, microwave oven, washing machine, fridge, everything was an invention which made our lifestyle sophisticated. But our forefathers will tell what was the advantage of not having those technology during their life. Okay, they lived very healthy, right? Similarly, now smartphone and this, I said, Internet of People. Right now, we are in Internet of Things, right? Starting from Internet of People, our privacy has gone. We never have privacy because we can identify whether a person is living in his house or he has gone abroad or he has gone out of station. We can identify from his WhatsApp status, Instagram pictures, from his Facebook status. Okay, so everything has become open to public. Now this Internet of Things has a very drastic lifestyle change, because if I have a device which can hack and identify how many devices are connected to the internet in your home, if I hack it, if I hack your home, I can hack anything in your life. I can have everything that you have. It will be belonging to me. It is equivalent to that, right? I can convert
Yes.
every product that you have in your home into my product, because I can connect to them. I can control them. I can use them. If it is connected to the internet, I can find out what is the new product that you have purchased. Whether you have purchased a new car, I can hack it. I can take your car. I can use it whenever I want. If you have purchased a new television, a new computer, I can hack it. I can use your computer even if your computer is at your home. Okay, from my own device. Okay, I can identify what are the products that you have purchased in your home. I can value your money, value your lifestyle, value your products by sitting out, by using one device which can get connected to your internet, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
I can identify what are the things that you have, right?
So
So
perfect.
no privacy.
Thank you.
Any
A
other
very
question?
good note.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you for loading
Okay.
our students' knowledge with a lot of information, sir. And I would like to invite Aditya Raj for giving vote of thanks.
Ma'am, a very good note to all. I feel so much obliged to deliver my vote of thanks for this event to all the dignitaries assembled here. I would like to thank your chief guest who honored this webinar with his inspirational and informative thoughts. I would like to thank our management, faculty members, and not least my dear fellow students for making this webinar a grand success. With their cooperation and interest, once again, I thank one and all present here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Once again, we thank you, sir, for making this webinar so informative. And I'm
Thank
sure that our students learn a lot of things through the webinar, sir. Thank you very much.
thank you. Can I leave the meeting now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.